You are tuned in to the 5-Minute Signal. I am Vance Kross. This is not a broadcast. This is a frequency. A direct transmission from the bleeding edge of tomorrow delivered to you today. We cut through the noise, the narratives, and the manufactured hope to bring you the unvarnished truth. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work. The wire is humming today with a term you're going to start hearing in every boardroom and court hearing: cognitive forensics. For years, you've lived under the comforting lie of the delete button. You thought that clearing your cache, scrubbing your socials, or wiping an old hard drive meant those versions of you were gone. You were wrong. A new breed of data archaeologists is using generative models to perform what they call shadow reconstruction. They aren't just looking for fragments of old files. They are using the surrounding data, the gaps, the timestamps, the metadata of your contacts to hallucinate the missing pieces of your digital life with terrifying accuracy. They are digging up the ghosts you thought you buried, and they are doing it for profit. This matters because we are entering the era of the memory debt. In the old world, you could outrun a mistake. You could change your name, move cities, or simply wait for the collective memory of society to fade. But AI doesn't forget, and more importantly, it doesn't allow gaps in the record. When a broker sells your profile to an insurance company or a high-stakes employer, they aren't just handing over a resume. They are handing over a reconstructed narrative of every doubt you ever typed into a search bar and every bridge you thought you burned in a private DM. The right to be forgotten is being replaced by the inference of everything. If the data doesn't exist, the AI will simply invent a high-probability version of it based on who you were 10 years ago. You aren't being judged on who you are. You're being judged on a machine's interpretation of who you used to be. Here is the hard truth, the one they won't put in the user agreement. Redemption is officially obsolete. Silicon Valley has figured out that a human who can change is a human that is hard to predict. Predictability is the only currency that matters in the automation age. By reconstructing your deleted past, these entities are ensuring that you remain a static data point. They are incentivized to keep you trapped in your old patterns because those patterns are sellable. Your growth, your midlife, pivots, your hard-won wisdom, it's all noise to the algorithm. It wants the memory debt because a man who owes his past is a man who can be controlled in the present. You are being haunted by a digital zombie of yourself, stitched together from scraps of code and deleted sins, and there is no exorcism coming from the legislative branch. You need to move, and you need to move now. First, stop relying on the delete function as a security measure. It is a psychological placebo. Start practicing digital obfuscation. Instead of trying to hide data, drown the important truths in a sea of manufactured noise. Use automated tools to generate thousands of random conflicting data points, searches, clicks, and interactions that make the cognitive forensics models return high-error results. If the AI is going to hallucinate your past, give it so many contradictions that the reconstruction becomes useless for risk assessment. Second, pivot to analog vaulting for anything that actually defines your future. If a thought is dangerous, if a plan is proprietary, or if a conversation is truly private, it stays off the glass. No clouds, no encrypted apps that keep metadata, no smart devices in the room. If it doesn't touch a sensor, it doesn't exist for the archaeologists. We are moving back to a world where the only true privacy is physical. Treat your digital devices as public broadcasts, because eventually they will be. Third, audit your own digital shadow before the brokers do. There are services now that use the same forensic AI to show you what can be reconstructed from your public and semi-private footprint. Know your vulnerability. If you know what the zombie version of you looks like, you can proactively build a narrative to counter it. Don't wait for a hiring algorithm to flag a reconstructed personality flaw from 2018. Identify the gaps in your record and fill them with intentional, curated data today to steer the inference in your favor. Control the hallucination before it controls you. The machine doesn't forgive, it only recalculates. Stop hoping for a clean slate and start engineering one. Okay, as we continue to broadcast this show, make sure you follow us because 16 signals in, the pattern is clear. You're either the one holding the map or you're the one being moved across it. This frequency is the only thing keeping you from becoming another data point in someone else's ledger. I'm Vance Kross. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Like always, stay sharp.